don't remember exactly.
Well, it's a video about riding bicycles, so we've got a variety of bicycle-related objects. This well-worn mountain biking helmet.
Yeah, my usual model. This is 4 days adventure, 3 days adventure, and 1 day just to get back in the coast to coast. But because everyone does the usual multiple option on the road, we decide to go off-road, but with a gravel bike, not mountain bike. So there are not many options, but luckily Rob found one option that was described on the webpage there.
And maybe I wish I hadn't.
Yeah, I linked there in my blog if you want to read through and if you want to download the GBX.
Yeah, so, well, my name is Rob Abercrombie, and I'm very happy to be here as a guest on Sarah's channel.
No real channel, but my collection of video as a Sarah Atelier and golfforplanb.life, my blog and my adventure when I have time to write about them.
There's many different types of coast to coast that can be done, but the famous one is the one that was in my head was always around from the Lake District across the country, starting in West Cumbria through to Yorkshire, North Yorkshire, kind of Northumberland. Those are where most of those routes are in the north of England. The country's pretty narrow at that point. I love those parts of the country. So I haven't really got a bucket list, but that was kind of on the bucket list. Because I'm a mountain biker, I like riding off-road. Yeah.
In fact, we should say that it wasn't a hardtail and it wasn't a gravel bike.
Yeah, cross-country hardtail's my steed of choice for kind of gravel riding, really. And so we thought, let's do the coast to coast, but let's try and find an off-road.
An alternative route.
Which is courtesy of Pedal North, which is, I think, a kind of blog website.
Yeah, website.
They've got some interesting stuff on there, a bunch of routes they put together. So that was the main gravel route we found, or it was billed as gravel.
Yeah. We also found a certain point in the impossible route sign about this is the cycling coast to coast.
Wade through a river. Yeah, the sign was hidden behind a cow pat, it's like that, but it's the only sign we found.
Yeah, the only sign we found.
So I'm not sure what the status of this route is, if it's very official. Anyway, what was your worst and best moment then, Sarah?
So my worst moment was after the first climb on the first day, when I already managed to bike hiking with my bicycle and pushing it through the entire mountain up and also down, basically, because it was very rocky, unsteady, muddy, very challenging for someone like me who doesn't really ease into mountain biking skills. After that, when I arrived at the second climb, and it was just a full mountain full of rocks, and I don't know, possibly 25-30%, and big rocks like that, looking at that from the bottom and say, okay, there is another one. I'm gonna carry my bicycle again. So there was a worst moment. We managed to arrive, and you will see in the video. And the best was possibly arriving in Robinson's Bay, because that you feel like we made it, so we're here and we're so excited. We also forgot to take a picture together on the coast.
But yeah, I kept using the word brutal because I couldn't think of a better word.
The thing.
And day one was the worst. I mean, the Lake District is spectacular. It was beautiful, but the terrain was hardcore. There's no way it is a gravel biking route, at least not as most people would understand that.
No.
Even I'm quite an experienced mountain biker, and on a hardtail, there was a lot I couldn't ride. So you probably, we had to carry the bike up some pitches, but you probably ended up pushing the bike, I don't know, 20 kilometres?
I think it was about 20k the first day. Lovely.
Yeah.
Next time I'll just carry different shoes, possibly.
Yeah.
But you also managed almost to lose your bicycle in the river.
Yeah,
Should we
there's
say
a river
that?
crossing.
River crossing, just a rope.
My friend had
Suppose.
walked it a few days previously and showed me a video of him doing it with nice big stepping stones. Looked manageable. It'd been raining the day before
Yeah.
we arrived, and the stepping stones were totally covered by fast moving water. So you can see it on the video. It looks less dramatic than it felt, but Sarah had to
Yeah.
put down the camera and save me from getting swept away complete with bikes.
Yeah, that would have been horrible.
So there was hiker bike, there was pushing over rocky
Yeah.
terrain that wasn't rideable, there was the river, there was carrying bikes over stiles.
Yeah.
I mean,
Fences.
just getting to Windermere,
Mm.
which was what, 30 kilometres from the start?
Yeah, it took more than half a day.
Yeah, I think it was 5 p.m.
Yeah.
by the time we arrived on the east bank of Lake Windermere. But we were getting to Dent. It's a lovely little village in Dentdale in the Yorkshire Dales National Park. There's only one pub. That pub finishes serving food at 8.
And we were desperate, like, oh, we need to be
You
there.
can imagine. If you miss that, you're
You
not
don't-
eating.
yeah,
unless
you
you're
eat the
unless
day
you're going to
after.
ride to Sedberg, another
Yeah.
15 kilometres back the way you come.
Or just eat bars.
Yeah.
Very sad.
So that
Depressing.
first day was brutal because we got best moment. So you said arriving at
Yeah.
Robin Hood's Bay.
Yeah, Robin's Hood Bay, because it's beautiful. It's a very small village of fishermen, and there is this slope down to the sea that you won't really believe. Yeah, you arrive on top, and because there are cliffs there, and you look at down, it's like, oh, it's there. The sea is there, and then you go down, and the whole village, small houses, very traditional place. And I think the atmosphere, even if it's a bit touristic, clearly, but the atmosphere was great. And yeah, arriving there, I was like, oh, we made it.
And although it was really hard, I also loved it because even the Lake District, the scenery was passing a bit too slowly, but the scenery was spectacular. We were quite fortunate with the weather.
Yes, true.
It is absolutely beautiful. The Walnascar Road, which the route follows, is stunning, and it would make a great mountain biking ride a day out as just one section of a full day's gravel, not so sure. But you'd have many other beautiful moments. Ribblehead Viaduct, as descending to that over the moors.
Yeah,
Was
and the other
lovely.
days were manageable. So some of the bits, like the old railway.
On the North Yorkshire moors.
Yeah, that one was like
Yeah.
lovely, proper gravel on top of a hill, beautiful views, and the wind that was pushing us in the right direction.
Bear that in mind. There's a reason people go west to east, and that's because that's the prevailing wind direction.
Yeah.
But yeah, North Yorkshire moors was more conventional gravel, wasn't it? The terrain.
Yeah, it was
easier.
conventional gravel, it was easier, relaxing, so time for picture and yeah, enjoy a bit the ride.
Because
Yeah.
actually, day 2 and day 3 were great, and they were mainly rideable. Even then, there were some spicy sections.
Yeah.
So there was some hiker bike or pushing a bike every day. It's just there wasn't 20 kilometres.
No, exactly. It's part of the game in that area, I would say.
Mm.
It's always like that with the gravel, you don't really get through everything. But it can be 20 kilometers altogether in a day, and yeah.
Yeah, that's just knackered. I mean, 20 kilometres walk, pushing
Yeah.
a bike over rough terrain
Carrying the bike.
with your bike shoes on.
Exactly.
And it's just too
And that
much.
was only 3 kilometers after we left the accommodation. We were in the evening before. I was like, okay, let's go start.
Yeah,
So
quite a fun way to do it.
we can do that again.
Yeah,
I'm gonna redesign the track. Sorry,
yeah.
different one, especially first day. We'll find a way.
Yeah, so sum up. Thanks very much, Pedal North and Vroom. You're insane if you think that's gravel.
Oh, if you really have done that with a backpack on your back and a normal gravel bike, wow, you're great.
Yeah,
Wow.
maybe you've got, some skills that I'm not even aware of. You can levitate that bike up the mountain. I don't know.
Flying.
But it was fantastic. It was a great experience. It's the most stretching distance ride I have done. It's not the most technical ride I've done,
Yeah.
but then I thought I was mountain biking in the Alps, not doing a gravel ride with 90 k's to cover in a day.
Yeah. And don't do that with an e-bike because you won't get through the first day. It's
Yeah.
too much to carry.
You got to carry the bike.
Yeah, you need to get
Yeah.
a light bicycle if you need to walk for 20 kilometers with your bicycle on the back.
Yeah. So that's all for now. Feel free to message us if you've got any questions about the route.
Yeah, we'll discover more.
Yeah, we look forward to sharing our future adventures with you. Bye. Bye. So here we are in Ravenglass on the west coast of Cumbria, and the tradition is to dip your rear wheel in the water. It's actually a tidal estuary. The sea's over there. Here's my wheel. There's the shore. The sat-nav thinks we're in the middle of the estuary, but fortunately due to the tide we're still on dry land just about, although it's not that dry. Hopefully this is the worst the weather is.
So wet feet are ready and wet land.
Robin Hood's Bay, made it across the country. I keep using the word brutal because I can't think of a better one to describe how tough some of that route was. The gravel route, gravel route. Some hardcore off-road, some incredible climbing, but beautiful scenery, and it all feels worth it, doesn't it, having arrived here and smelling the salt water. So great company, great ride.
But we made it.
We made it.